Welcome back for another Warhammer 40k battle report. Tonight we're bringing you a 2,800-ish battle. Astra Militarum Imperial Guard versus Tyranids. We rolled Emperor's Will, and we rolled for Hammer and Anvil deployment. I'm here with Alan today. This is his newly rebuilt guard. He had guard before, got rid of them, and now he's rebuilding them. I think they look great. I'm really excited to see them all painted up. So let's take a quick look at the army. Alright, on the Astra Militarum side, what do you have for your HQ?
We've won. The first HQ is a standard company command squad, and with a Chimera dedicated transport. Second one is Knight Commander Pask and Lehman Russ Punisher, escorted by 2 Lehman Russ battle tanks. Lehman Russ battle tanks have all heavy bolters, while Pask himself has 2 plasma cannons and a las cannon.
Awesome.
For troops, we have 3 veteran squads. One with Melta Sniper Plasma, one with 3 grenade launchers, and one with 3 flamers, all 3 in dedicated transport Chimeras.
Cool. For fast attack?
For fast attack, we have a armored Sentinel squadron, both of them with Hunter Killer missiles and autocannons.
All
And we have a Hellhound with a with the Hellhound cannon and the hull mounted heavy flamer.
Very cool. All right, a whole lot of armor to be facing down.
Or I got heavy support.
Oh, you're heavy support. That's right. Yeah.
And then heavy support, we have a Lehman Russ squadron by itself with an Executioner.
Okay.
A Lehman Russ squadron with another Punisher and a Vanquisher autocannon. I think an Exterminator autocannon. I'm sorry. And we have a Manticore launcher with no upgrades.
Alrighty. And is that where you're leaving your Emperor's Will?
Yeah. My objective is right here in the center of my deployment.
All right. Yeah, it's a lot of tanks to crack. All right. On the Nid side, I am running. I'll do this. Okay. I'm running the High Fleet detachment, so that gives me 3 HQ choices. So HQ number 1 is a Flying Hive Tyrant with wings, Twin Link Devourers, Electroshock Grubs. Exact same thing on this Hive Tyrant. And then over here I have Old One Eye hiding behind the barrels. For troops, I am running 30 Termagants with just Flesh Borers. I have a Tervagon with Crushing Claws and Electroshock Grubs. We name her Bertha. Let's see, what else do we have going on. We have a Mawloc for heavy support. And we have 2 Venom Thropes. One hiding there and one hiding over here. Then we have 2 formations we're including. Oh, and then also a Hive Crone as a fast attack. We have 2 formations. We have the Bioblast formation, which is here. It consists of a Warrior Brood with Death Spitters, a Barbed Strangler, and Whiplash and Bone Swords on the Warriors here. We have 3 Carnifexes all equipped the same with the Twin Link Devourers with Brain Leech Worms. And then we have a Tyrannifex over there who's in the process of being paying, so he doesn't have his gun on him. Let's see. Then we also have the Living Artillery node, which consists of a Biovore Brood that's hiding out over here, a Exocrine, which is hiding out here, and then their warriors are all the way over there, which in hindsight is a bad setup. But oh well, that's how I set them up. Alright, so let's look at the Nids. Oh, and then also I have, as a troop choice, I have 20 Termagants with Devourers, and they are hiding out inside the pod, so they'll be coming in later. So, that's a look at the field. And that's a look at our armies. So, I won the roll-off. I allowed Alan to set up first. Do you want to go first or second?
I'm going to go first.
Alrighty. I will attempt to seize. 4. I do not. Alright, so we'll be back at the end of Imperial Guard turn 1. Alright guys, we're back at the end of Imperial Guard turn 1. As you expect, everything pushed forward in a nice big gun line and towards the Nids. No psychic phase for him because he didn't bring a psyker, so shooting phase. He was able to pump a lot of shots from, was it mainly the Executioner that brought the bird down?
The Punisher.
The Punisher. Yeah, the Punisher shot the Crone down, killed it, which got him first blood. He put some shots over to here. He was able to put 1 wound on the Carnifex. He was hoping to take the Venom Throat, but he wasn't able to. He killed a few little bugs here, a few little bugs there. He put 2 wounds on Bertha. He put 2 wounds on the Hive Tyrant. I thought he died, but I remember he had the Warlord trait where he could get filled with pain for his first wound. So I was able to save 2 of those off. And then he put 1 wound on the Tyrannifex.
From an autocannon.
From an autocannon. Yeah, good job, Walkers. So that's the way Battlefield looks right now. We'll be going into Tyranid turn 1. Alright, we're back at the end of Tyranid's turn 1. I moved everything up that I could. Hive Tyrant flew up to here. That Hive Tyrant flew up to there. Everything else just kind of started moving its way up. Psychic phase, I was able to use Warp Lance to put 1 penetrating hit on that one. But I rolled a Weapon Destroyed, and we took out 1 of the Heavy Boulders. And then I extended Dominion on this Hive Tyrant, Dominion on the Hive Tyrant. That's all that happened. Shooting phase, I was able to use the Electroshock Grubs to strip a hull point off of this Lemon Rust and that one, as well as 1 more off that one.
And he is shaken.
And he is shaken now, yep. I fired I fired my Biovores off, landed here, so there's Spore Mines there. I forgot to try to assault. That was my bad. Alrighty, that's mainly what happened. I ran a few things to move them up. I tried to pop the Hellhound with my Exocrine, but I was not able to penetrate. So, we'll be moving into Imperial Guard turn 2. Do you have any reserves?
I do not have any reserves.
Alright, so we'll be back at the end of the turn. Alright, we're back at the end of Imperial Guard turn 2. Movement, he moved his front tanks up just a little bit to get better shots. His back end, he just kind of shuffled a little bit. Shooting phase, he was able to strip off 2 more points off of the Flying Hive Tyrant. I was able to stay in the air though. Over here though, he killed 2 warriors, 2 biovores, and the Venom Thrope with his Manticore. That's a scary thing. Flamethrowers killed off a few little bugs here. Then through a lot of shots over here, he was able to do nothing?
No wounds on her, but like 5 or 6
Yeah, he
bugs.
killed a few little bugs, but none of the big bugs got hurt on this side. So that's what look at it we're at right now. I am going to roll for my reserves, or my own reserve. My Mawloc will automatically come back in, but for my drop pod, I rolled a 5, so it'll be coming in. Alright, we'll be back at the end of Tyranid turn 2. Alright guys, we're back at the end of Tyranid's turn 2. My pod drops in. I tried to put it about here, it scattered to here. My bugs jump out. My Mawloc attempted to kind of come up and bop these 2 tanks. I mishapped, and the way I run it is if I don't come out on one of the sides, I don't get side armor. And there's no rules for hitting under armor, so I had him mishap, rolled a 5, so he's back in ongoing reserve. Movement phase, I just moved the swarm on up some more. I did move Bertha back and birth some. Shuffled some guys over here. All the Carnifexes moved up to try to get into some fights. Psychic phase, nothing really happened. I extended Bertha's synapse, and that's about it. Shooting phase, I was able to strip another hull point off of this tank, another hull point off of the Hellhound that was here, and I was able to pop that Chimera with the blob of little bugs. During the assault phase, the Exocrine and the Carnifex got in with the Hellhound, killed it with impact hits, and the same thing over here from Old One Eye. He slammed into that Lemon Rust and popped it. That's where we're at, and we will be going into Imperial Guard turn 3. As of right now, I have First Blood.
No, I have First
Oh, you have First Blood, that's right. So right now, First Blood, and that's it. So it's 1-0 going into turn to Imperial Guard turn 3. Alright, we're back at the end of Imperial Guard turn 3. He shuffled some of his guys around to get back from the lines a little bit. During the shooting phase, he pumped a lot of shots into this Hive Tyrant, stripped off 2 more wounds. Let's see what else happened. Oh, he completely flamethrowered and killed the Termagants I had back here. He put 1 wound on the drop pod.
2 wounds.
Oh, 2 wounds. Yeah, 2 wounds on the drop pod. And I think that's it in the shooting. I see anything else I'm missing? Nope, that's it. He attempted to assault over here with his walkers into the old One Eye, but he missed his charge. And that's about all I can see. All right, well we'll be going into Tyranid turn 3. All right, we're back at the end of Tyranids turn 3. I just kept on pushing with everything. Flying Hive Tyrant flew to here. Old One Eye moved up. Tyrant FX moved up. Hive Tyrant flew to there. The big bugs moved up. During the shooting phase, I was able to pop this tank. I was able to pop Pask. And Biovore took out the flamethrower guys. In the assault, these bugs tried to assault here. They failed their charges. Tyranids in the shooting phase was able to kill one of the walkers. He attempted to assault the other one, missed his charge. Old One Eye made it in with the Lehman Russ and killed it with impact hits. And that's where we're at. So this is a quick look at the board at the end of turn 3. We got big bugs and lots of pop tanks. He's still got a lot of troops though hiding out with meltas and plasmas and stuff. So it's not as bad as it looks for him. He's still got a lot of killing power. So we'll be going into Imperial Guard turn 4. Alright, back at the end of Imperial Guard turn 4. He didn't do much moving. His shooting phase, he pumped a lot of shots into the Hive Tyrant, tried to take him down. Wasn't able to wound him. He shot into Old One Eye with the Walker. Was not able to wound him. But he did kill the Tyrannocyte that was here. So he killed that. Able to grab the objective. So right now he's holding his objective. In the assault phase, he charged his Walker in. It was not able to wound Old One Eye. Old One Eye was able to take it out with 2 penetrating hits. And that's all that went on. So we'll be going into Tyranid turn 4. Right, we're back at the end of Tyranid turn 4. Everything I tried to focus on was right here. So this Flyrant flew to here. This Flyrant got on the ground and hopped to here. Old One Eye crawled across the wreckage to get ready for a charge. They all moved up. Shooting phase, I did everything I could do to try to get him off this objective. I popped this Chimera with my Hive Tyrant. The guys inside all got in cover here. I fired everything I could at them, could not kill them off. Finally, during the assault phase, Old One Eye popped the Lehman Russ that was here. The explosion killed all but 1 or 2 guys, and then they ran. The Exocrine got the charge off here, was not able to penetrate it. His Carnifex did not even get a charge because it failed charge against these guys. So, at the end of turn 4, the current score is Tyranids have Warlord. Astra Militarum has First Blood. And we both hold 1 objective. So, we're going to have to call it here, though, because we're running out of time tonight. So, I have 1 guy in the ground for Line Breaker. He doesn't have any Line Breaker. So, as of right now, it would be a Tyranid victory by 1 point. All in all, this is a really fun game. I have not seen this many tanks on the field before. It had me sweating for sure until my big bugs get across the field. It's also been a long time since I played Alan, so that's been a lot of fun. So, what do you think?
It was a lot of fun. Less plasma cannons and less plasma cannons against Tyranid, or more. I don't know. I didn't get to use them really because most of the game, the ones with plasma cannons on the sponsoons were shaken, so they couldn't shoot their template weapons. I would have liked to see the Punishers do more, but the Punisher cannons, even with Pask, could not bring down either Tyrant.
You almost brought down that one, but his Feel No Pain saved him.
His Feel No Pain saved him on turn 1. Against a Marine or a Chaos Army or something like that, I'm fairly certain this build would eat right through them, though.
Yeah, no, it's strong. It's very strong.
Fire Barrels, I love them. They did absolutely nothing, but they're fun.
Yeah, they're fun, and you love yelling, Fire Barrels!
The Armored Sentinels, which I've never run before, they did their job. They were a distraction. The Manticore, I think the Manticore was worth its money, and it easily made up 2 or 3 times its point cost with 1 missile. It got the fire all forward, stayed alive, did a lot of damage on the backfield.
Yeah. Oh, well, it wiped out almost all my warriors, a venom thrope, and almost all my biovores. And the biovores, if they would have been alive, would have made a big difference that last 2 turns. So
the game would have been a lot different if I'd run my Valkyrie, but it's not finished. It's still in the process of being built. But I would have been less threatened by these.
Yeah.
Because that's a lot of las cannons on them with Skyfire.
Yeah.
All in all, I think it was a very fun game.
Yep.
I didn't have enough oomph to crack the big bugs.
Yeah.
As fast as I wanted. I was but not that fast.
I definitely think in this particular game your template weapons failed you because almost every time you're scattering off. Yep. They hit hard, but they scattered a lot. So, all right. Well, Epic Handshake. Good game. Once again, I'll show you the carnage because, like I said, I was popping tanks. It was a lot of fun.
There were more tanks in here, but I've put them up.
Yeah, and that's what big bugs are for. In the backfield, everyone just started chilling after a while. So, all right. Well, hope you guys enjoyed it. We'll be back again soon with another Warhammer Battle Report. Thanks, guys.